Good afternoon, it's the 1 o'clock jump. I'm Bob Sinfield, and before me I see, good Lord, not one, not two, but three musicians. On bass, Julie Walkington. At the keys, Barry Green. And on vocal, Shireen Francis. Stop applauding yourselves and get on with it.
Visit me, don't you wanna visit me? I'll get out my frying pan and my electric fan, and we will be so cool, so cool. Visit me, don't you wanna visit me? Said I've got a cozy pad where nothing can go bad, and we will be so cool, so cool. I've got some sights that will drive you right out of your mind. And as the scenery, well, I've got the swingin'est kind. So visit me, don't you wanna visit me? We could have a ball, so if you should decide to call, we will be so cool, so cool. Got some sights that will drive you right out of your mind. And as the scenery, well, I've got the swingin'est kind. So visit me, don't you wanna visit me? We could have a ball, so if you should decide to call, we will be so cool, so cool. Come on and visit me. Why don't you visit me? We could have it all, you and me. We could have a ball. Don't be afraid, you can call me. We will be so cool, so cool.
Visit Me, which I notice is track one on a rather interesting new CD, Shireen.
Stepping In.
Stepping In, absolutely, yes. Which you're going to be launching this coming Wednesday night.
Yeah, at the 606 Club in Lots Road.
In Chelsea.
In Chelsea.
Yes. That's marvellous stuff. And these venerable musicians, I should say, will be appearing with you, along with is the rest of the band in residence.
We got Tristan Mayo on drums and Dominic Grant on guitar, and Michael Bammy Rose from Jules Holland Orchestra on the saxophone and flute.
Yes, who's featured rather splendidly on London Is the Place for Me on your album.
Yes. Oh yes.
Which we've heard once or twice on this programme, and we will have a live version of it later. But, of course, he can't be here this afternoon,
no.
So we have to imagine the flute. But how did you go about selecting the tracks? Because there's an amazing range of styles on the album.
Well, I've been gigging around London for about 20 years now, and it was really, I just wanted to put a few things together that I'd been gigging with and add a few other things as well. So London Is the Place for Me. It was introduced by your very good self, Bob Sinfield.
I don't always get it right, but I just thought that would suit your voice, and
yes.
Glad I mentioned it to you. And Visit Me?
Visit Me was, I was introduced to that song when I was over in Italy. It was a singer called Sean Montero, who was Marvin Gaye's sister-in-law, as was.
Really?
Yeah.
wow.
But I think I'm the only person in London that's doing it.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You've got to find the numbers that not every other singer is doing, because we were saying before we went on the air, there are quite a few singers on the scene.
Yes, I should know that too.
Well, it's partly your fault,
I
Shireen,
know.
because you are as well as a vocalist, you're also a mentor, I think, for some of our young
Facilitator.
up-and-coming... A facilitator. I, on the other hand, am a difficilitator.
Oh, right.
I like
What's
to
that?
make life as difficult for people as possible. There's one track we haven't mentioned that's on the album, but in the early days of Jazz FM, the Diane Shore version of this was quite an anthem, I think. I think we can take credit for putting it on the map for a lot of people, but you don't hear it so much these days. We're going to hear it now, aren't we? Do you want to tell us what it is?
It's called Love Dance.
Let's hear it.
From too much talk to loving touches, sweet touches. We turned our hearts to love, then tried it. First time romance. There in the quiet, love wants to dance. We loved, we slept, we left the lights on. The night's gone, and morning finds us caught in life's most sensible trance. There in the quiet, the very quiet, love learns to dance. Old souls find new life in hearts that are listening like ours, and old dreams find new dreams in silence, in silence. From too much talk to loving touches, love touches. When pure emotion takes the moment, we take the chance. Turn up the quiet. Love wants to dance. 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 Love wants to dance.
Beautiful. Love Dance. And a version of that can be found on the new album, Steppin In. And remember, there's no G on Steppin.
No.
No, because we always knock the G off the present participle in jazz. That's a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barry Green on piano, Julie Walkington on bass, and on vocals, Shireen Francis, my live guests today on Jazz FM, and we'll hear one more number from them shortly.
Jazz FM takes to the road this summer.
Jazz FM. Listen in colour.
home this morning. Oh, what a shock when he found out his key no longer fit my lock. Oh, baby, baby, go back where you have been. While you were stepping out, someone else was stepping in. I was a fool you could count on, the one that you would call when no one was at home. Oh, baby, baby, remember how you treated me back then. While you were stepping out, someone else was stepping in. Don't cry your heart out, you won't get through to me. I'm a brand new woman, as anyone can see. I've got a new way of walking, long overdue. My broken heart is mended and I'm finally over you. I've got a new way I'm wearing my hair. I've got a smile on my face, you didn't put it there. No, 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 baby, I've gone and found myself a new friend. While you were stepping out, someone else was stepping in. I've got a new way of walking, long overdue. My broken heart is mended and I'm finally over you. I've got a new way I'm wearing my hair. I've got a smile on my face, you didn't put it there. No, no, baby, I've gone and found myself a new friend. While you were stepping out, someone else was stepping in. While you were stepping out, someone else was stepping in. While you were stepping out, someone else moved themselves right.
Oh, what a dirty sound that is. How did you manage to get such a dirty sound on the end of that, Shireen?
I'm not saying.
Pity. I can't blame you for asking, can you? Featuring the saxophone and Mr. Michael Bammy Rose. That was Shireen Francis, with at least two of the people that we also have with us in the studio, Julie Walkington on bass and Barry Green at the keys on, I suppose we can call that the title track.
It is the title track, yeah.
Someone else is stepping in, although the album is called Steppin In. And
The reason for that is because it was going to be called At Last. I wanted to call the album At Last because it's taken me a long time to get a CD out. And I didn't put At Last on it, so I put Someone Else Is Stepping In, so I put Stepping In.
I think
We'd
that's,
rather
yes,
Stepping In.
that's more
At
like it,
Last.
because at last people are going to be looking for that number, aren't they? And they go, hang on, trades descriptions. It's not on here.
And can I make can I do a thank you to Tim Richards for
Yes.
introducing me to that song? Because I was in a band with Tim, a band called Soul Serenade. So Tim, if you're listening to this, thank you for introducing me to Someone Else Is Stepping In, because he did. Tim Richards.
Yes, who did it originally?
A singer-songwriter called Denise LaSalle.
Oh, yes, Don't Mess With My Toot Toot.
That's right.
Yes, Someone Else Is Stepping In. I knew I'd heard it before, but I couldn't place it. Well, it's a lovely version, and I think that's what I like about this album. There are some songs that I know, but you've given them a new gloss, and you've made them your own, which is what cover versions are all about. But you wouldn't think it to hear some people's covers. Mentioning no names here. Perish the thought. Now, we have in the studio here a photograph of a fine man, a great Trinidadian calypso singer, possibly the best to hit London in the 1950s. His name was Lord Kitchener. And he obviously had a very good experience when he came here, because this song, London Is the Place for Me, it could have been written by the London Tourist Board,
Well, it
really,
could have
couldn't
been,
it?
yeah, it could have been, yeah.
Not everybody was so
No.
fortunate who came over on the SS Windrush with their experiences. But I think Lord Kitchener had a jolly time. He was an incredibly entertaining man, which probably helped.
Yeah.
Got himself a lot of gigs around London, and then eventually went back to Trinidad and continued his career there. But he left us with a legacy of some fine calypso numbers. And I just, Shireen very kindly, dear listener, mentioned earlier that I was the one who tipped to the wink with this, because it's a lovely track. I'd never heard anybody else perform it apart from Lord Kitchener, and I just thought it would suit Shireen's style. And for once I was right.
Yeah, and I used to sing calypso years ago, so I've gone from Caribbean music to jazz.
And almost full circle back to
back to
some Caribbean music now. We're going to hear a version of London Is the Place for Me.
London is the place for me. London, this lovely city. You can go to France or America, India, Asia, Australia, but you must come back to London City. La 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 la. Well, believe me, I'm speaking broad-mindedly. I'm glad to know my mother country. I've been traveling to countries years ago, but this is the place I wanted to know. London is the place for me. La 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 la. At night, when you have nothing to do, you can take a walk down Shaftesbury Avenue. There you can laugh and joke and enjoy the breeze and admire the beautiful sceneries. London is the place for me. La 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 ba da.
Hey, London Is the Place for Me. It's a beautiful version of that. And if you get the album, which I do recommend you do, you will get the added attraction of the flute of Mr. Michael Bammy Rose.
That's right. And if Boris is listening, perhaps you can book us for one of your gigs.
What a good idea! It could be the new London anthem. By the way, we're not being sectarian here. The rest of the country, we're not trying to leave you out just because we're singing about London. I know we're national now, but frankly, Dumfries and Galloway is the place for me. Simply didn't scan. Julie Walkington on bass, Barry Green at the piano, and playing it as well. And On vocals, Shireen Francis. Thanks so much, guys, for coming in.
Can I plug a couple more gigs?
Of course.
Pizza Express, Dean Street, 4th of July. We're going to be there, so save up your pennies and come down.
Beautiful.
And Wednesday, this next Wednesday, the 13th of April, 6:06, to launch Steppin In CD.
That's it. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
come
Lots
down.
Road,
It's gonna be
Lots
great
Road in
fun.
Chelsea
Yeah.
for that one, and the album Steppin In, available on Bird of Paradise Records.
Bird, I'm going. Bird Paradise.
Bird of Paradise Records. Yes. Many thanks, Shireen Francis, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jazz FM.